Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Brings up 2nd and 4. Now it's Herbert. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. The Chargers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive. But a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Ready?
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll run here with a rookie 2nd-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9. Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Herbert now. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Brown. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in a victory over Arizona.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominant.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense. He comes up with the interception there.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 7-7, our score after 1. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Smith. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had his eyes on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The tight end in motion right. From the 22, Smith. It's caught, Lockett. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Now receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, here's Walker. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Play action. It's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2nd and 12. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And Walker has it. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay. And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Now Gino on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter. Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And now here is another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. From the 50, it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
14 more yards. Chargers, first down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will shrink to 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Trying the left side with Walker. It's a pickup of 6. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Out of the gun, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Open man is Palmer. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
58 sacks and 4 Pro Bowls is a heck of a start for anyone's career. And that's exactly what Joey Bosa has done in his first 6 seasons in the NFL. He came into this league NFL ready, and it's only gotten better since.
Ready?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again. Joey Bosa in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Smith. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Slot man moves right. Smith now to throw. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 42 yards. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he suddenly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did, I guess they say, all the bad. He's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Herbert to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow! Wow!
So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taken the lead, and CD now they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of the team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
Being chased out left. It's complete. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Smith. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's got Elliott, and he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively, 6 DBs in the game. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now it's Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet.
they've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Herbert. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. So the victory here for Seattle. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense